What's going on, guys? This is Yasin and welcome to my very first Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis video. I really hope that this is the first of many. This is going to be a really fun series. I cannot wait to play this format. It is super refreshing because you get to play with basically any card in the game, and also every deck is just like so much weaker. But the Lunalight deck doesn't really feel like it's any weaker. As a matter of fact, you look at this deck list and it feels like the kind of deck list that you would play in regular TCG, which really just speaks volume on how ridiculously strong the Lunalight cards are. So, you know, it feels even better than Vanquish Soul at the current moment, and this is an incredible deck going second. As a matter of fact, you can play this deck as a go second deck, and I genuinely believe that I have solved the Genesis format, and this is by far the best deck that you can play by a significant margin. Nobody can out-Lunite Liger Dancer, and this deck is still incredibly good at summoning Liger Dancer, even without Lunite Wolf. And I speak from experience because I just came back from YCS Lima with a top 32 at that YCS. So make sure to check out my deck profile as well as my Lunalight spreadsheet, which you can find on my website, yacineygo.com. But yeah, before we go into the deck list as well as the combos, again, you know the drill, smash the like and subscribe button. And like I said, make sure that you stay tuned in if you are interested in more Genesis content, because I will try to make these videos way more often now. Anyways, I am playing 98 points, I believe. Just for the points breakdown, there is one Tenki, which is 40 points. And then 3 Foolish Bill Goods, which are 3 points each, so that's 49. And then 3 Thrust, which are 13 points each. 49 points plus 39 is 88, so we're at 88 points right now. And then we have 12 points left. Dueling is 10 points, so that's 98 points. Basically, I would be able to play like 2 points more of cards, but I'm good with just this, so yeah, no complaints there. The only cards that I wish I could play, that obviously I can't play, are Lunalight Tiger and Wolf, but it is what it is. This deck is still incredibly good at making even double Liger Dancer with a single card without Wolf, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. And yeah, I mean, the main deck is really solid as well. 3 Gold Leo, 3 Masquerade, 3 Foolish Bill Goods, 3 Fractall, and then 1 Tenki. So we play 13 1-card starters and a lot of 2-card combinations that work really well. So 2 Kaleido Chick, 2 Silver Hound, 2 Yellow Martin, 1 Emerald Bird, 1 Serenade Dance, 3 Black Sheep, 2 Perfume, 1 Polymerization, and then the Necro Fusion, so that you can also make another Liger Dancer on the opponent's turn with Triple Tactic Thrust. So in case you are under like Dimensional Barriers, like a random Floodgate that just makes you pass turn, you can still kind of play the game just fine, no problem. And then obviously for the unfair cards that make you insta-win, 3 Lunite Fusion, 3 Heavy Poly, 3 Dark Ruler, which costs 0 points, so it feels really good. It's actually cheaper than Book of Eclipse, which is kind of crazy. And then obviously the 3 copies of Triple Tactic Thrust, which are worth 39 points. For the extra deck, triple Liger Dancer, triple Leo Dancer, triple Perfume, 1 Panther, 1 Cat, 1 Saber, because we can't play any Link monsters anyways, and a lot of the Xyz monsters are not really worth it. Tiger King, Dueling, as well as Redoer. Dueling is 10 points, in case you were wondering. So again, just to recap, we play 49 points in the form of Tenki, triple Foolish Goods, and then an extra 39 points, which total up to 88 points in the main deck, and then 10 points in the extra deck, so 98 points total for this main and extra. The side deck, you can play the generic cards that are, you know, good going second, like Skullmeister, DD Crow, the cards that are worth 0 points, basically. You also could be playing other cards instead. Like, you could play Broad Bull and Jurancia over the Tenki and, I don't know, Tiger King, for example. But this is worth, like, 66 points, and then this is, like, 20 points. It is a lot, honestly, but Broad Bull is, like, very unfair in this deck. It's way better than Tenki. It's just that it costs, like, way more points. So I just wanted to have, like, more options and more different cards over like the same thing, but like way stronger, if that makes any sense. And then you can also play like Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity. I think Graceful Charity might be a little better in this deck because discarding 2 cards is unfair. You know, you can trigger your Silver Hound, your Yellow Martin, your Emerald Bird. There are so many really nasty graveyard effects that you can trigger. You can even discard Serenade Dance, and that's like the biggest plus ever. So Graceful Charity, it costs the same amount of points, but I kind of preferred it over Pot of Greed. And then, yeah, Foolish Barrel is also a decent card, but it's worth more than Pot of Greed, so it's not worth it. And it also has a lot of redundancy. And then, you know, Call by the Grave is worth 20 points. If you can try to squeeze 3 copies of that, it could be decent. But then it's going to be hard to play, like, you know, 3 Call by the Grave and a Tenki, for example. And then, yeah, obviously you can still play Ash and Impulse in this deck, but Ash is 15 points and Dominus Impulse is 30 points. And Drool, I forgot. I think it's like 7 points or 10 points or something. I have no idea. Maybe 7. I'm not sure. But anyways, let's get into the really fun part now with the combos for Genesis format. Alrighty, so combo number 1, all I have is Gold Leo as well as any discard. So normal summon and then effective search the Yellow Martin, not the Silver Hound. It's really important because we need to get this Masquerade in rotation as early as possible. Obviously, if you just physically draw the Masquerade or the Yellow Martin, then you're going to be searching something else. That makes sense. But anyways, activate that, and then dump the Silver Hound, and then trigger to special summon the Kaleido Chick, effect to dump for cause the Black Sheep, and then recycle back off of the Gold Leo, and then discard the Black Sheep to search Polymerization, and then activate Polymerization to fuse away for Perfume Dancer using the Kaleido Chick as well as the Gold Leo, and then Chainlink 1, Perfume Dancer, Chainlink 2, the Masquerade. You do not use the Kaleido Chick to recycle back the Polymerization. You want to be able to recycle back the Polymerization off of Masquerade before. That also makes you respect Nibiru, as well as Artifact Lancia, just in case people are on it. But anyways, activate Lunalight, Perfume, revive back the Kaleido Chick. This is summon number 4, so keep that in mind. Dump the Leo Dancer. Therefore, if you get hit by Nibiru now, it's fine. You can still Miracle Fusion for the Liger Dancer by banishing the materials from the grave. That's the reason why we had to sequence everything that way. But yeah, revive back the Yellow Marten. This is summon number 5, so if your opponent wants to nib you here, it will work, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Anyways, Perfume, discard the Masquerade that you bounce back off of Perfume Dancer. So that way you only need 1 discard, not 2 discards, because honestly, this this Masquerade, after like its initial usage, it's kind of useless. But yeah, now we can activate the Polymerization using everything that we have, and we can make a Liger Dancer and then trigger Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, the Kaleido Chick to recycle back the Polymerization, as well as the Black Sheep to recycle back the Gold Leo, which can be followed from next turn. And then we can activate Polymerization and use the bonus effect of Masquerade as a Miracle Fusion and make Liger Dancer number 2. So we have Silver Hound as well as a Fusion Monster in the grave and double Liger Dancer off of 1 single card in a discard. Genesis format legal by playing a grand total of 0 points. Not a single Lunalight card costs any points, and this is fully legal. No need to play Wolf, and the combo is super simple, and it beats Nibiru. Okay, combo number 2 is significantly worse. It's Strawberry Gate Fractall as well as 2 discards, and also the end board is worse, but it's very important to still know what it does, because it's unfortunate that, unfortunately, you have to, like, rely on War Starter sometimes, but it is what it is. Like, you still want your deck to be more consistent. But anyways, this time we have to go Fractall into Silver Hound to summon the Gold Leo, and then search the Yellow Marten, because, like I said, it's really important to have the Masquerade in rotation, and this is the only way you can really get it. Otherwise, like, you're not going to have any more opportunities. But yeah, Masquerade is going to be dumping the Black Sheep. You can't really dump the Kaleido Chick to recycle back off of Gold Leo if you don't have anything else in the hand. Obviously, that makes sense. So this is the only way to get Polymerization in rotation, and then Yellow Marten can bounce back the Gold Leo, revive itself back, activate Polymerization, fuse away, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, so recycle back the Polymerization, discard a card, search the Perfume Dancer, Perfume, and then revive back the Black Sheep, and then the Black Sheep is going to be, the Perfume is going to be discarding another card to search the Kaleido Chick, and then we can go for Perfume Dancer, bounce back the Black Sheep, summon the Kaleido Chick, dump the Leo Dancer. And also, this should be summon number 4, I think. Gold Leo was summon number 1, Yellow Marten was summon number 2. This is summon number 3. Actually, yeah, this is summon number 5. So it actually loses to Nibiru. It's pretty bad. But it is what it is. So, yeah, you still need to know how to do it. There's no other way to do this combo better. I'm pretty sure. There's no way. Obviously, if it's like just Fractall and 2 discards. But if you have like other cards in your hand, then you can still make it work. But this is just to show you that even the absolute worst 1-card combo in this deck, by far, Fractall, is still 1-card Liger Dancer. Okay, combo number 3, and this is actually a pretty interesting one. It looks really bad on paper, but it's low-key not too bad. So Kaleido Chick as well as Black Sheep, and let's just say 2 discards. So normal summon and then bounce, we'll send the Yellow Marten, and then Black Sheep is going to be searching Polymerization. So in theory, it also could have been Polymerization and Kaleido Chick. Doesn't really change anything. Yeah, Yellow Marten bounce back the Kaleido Chick, activate Poly, fuse away, and then you're going to be going Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, recycle back the Polymerization, and then search your deck for Lunalight Perfume, and then revive back the Kaleido Chick. And then the Perfume is going to be searching for the Gold Leo, and then you're going to be dumping a Leo Dancer off of Kaleido Chick. And then Perfume Dancer bounce back the Kaleido Chick to summon that Gold Leo, effect to search the Yellow Marten, and then discard, search for the Masquerade, and then activate the Masquerade, send the Silver Hound. It's actually kind of crazy how we're doing all of that, but at this point we do have to recycle back the Silver Hound off of the Gold Leo, because there's going to be no other timing. Like, we have to use this Kaleido Chick to dump the Leo Dancer, because now we're going to be going Polymerization, fuse away like all of these monsters into a Liger Dancer. Alternatively, there's a world in which like you don't recycle back the Silver Hound and you keep the Gold Leo in the field, and then you recycle back one of the monsters that use this fusion material, but it doesn't work when you only have these 2 cards and 2 discards, so you're gonna have to have like other cards in your hand, like a 5th card that would be a Lunalight, for example, that you wanna keep, for example. But yeah, anyways, now the Masquerade is going to be recycling back the Polymerization, discard a card, and then we're gonna be able to go for a Polymerization again. And just like that, we were still able to end on double Liger Dancer, and then we also have a Gold Leo, so that whenever we use like a Lunalight Liger Dancer to destroy everything else, the Gold Leo can recycle back one of the fusions that we dumped, so that we have even more fuel that we can keep sending over and over. This is like a cute little infinite loop where you never run out of like fusion fuel. Not super relevant because usually you end up killing your opponent in 30 seconds. Actually, that might be a little too much. More like 3 seconds. Lunalight best deck, huh? Yo, Genesys format, freaking 0 points, all those cards, all the points that you like dedicate for your deck. It's really just like Tenki, Foolish Brittle Goods, the extra deck, Triple Tactic Thrust, like all the non-engine cards. But the engine itself is completely free. And I think this is, you know, for sure the best engine that you can play in the Genesys format. Because again, everything else is super weak. And this deck is very good going first and second, and I actually recommend playing this deck as a going second deck. So I'm just really showing the going first combos, and even they are insane, but you can still be doing better. But anyways, that's it for this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know how you feel about Lunalight in the Genesys format in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.